Yo, top Billin. Your boy is back, knee deep in free agency, man. It's a good time for the NFL. One of my favorite times. Free agency is definitely one of those things that I dig, man, seeing how teams are put together, seeing how the cheese is made, seeing how the infrastructure of these programs, who can come out on top. There's some teams that do it better than others. Y'all know I admire them Indianapolis Colts. I feel they're one of the best doing it. But you got to give props to, obviously, the New England Patriots and teams like that. But the Seattle Seahawks, seeing how these boys go about their business and operate. And usually they come out on top more times than not, for sure. But on this one right here, man, we got to talk about Ahkello Witherspoon. Now, Ahkello Witherspoon is one of these guys, if I'm being truthful about the situation, he's one of these guys that is very frustrating to me. He has a ton of talent. He could be the freakiest cat in the NFL at the defensive back position, or at least top 5, top 10, or whatever you want to say there. Guy is 6'3" with 4.4 speed, 40-inch vertical leap. You know who he reminds me of? Why this kind of hits home with this particular content? He reminds me of Seattle Seahawks' current player, and he's always reminded me of him, one Trey Flowers. I'm always looking at both of these boys in the NFC West, and I'm like, well, damn, can you be any more freakier than being a couple of 6'3" guys with 4.4 speed? As a matter of fact, check this out right here. Now, look, Ahkello Witherspoon here, 6'3", 195 pounds. He was a third-round pick in 2017. Your man went for 4.45 in the 40-yard dash. He had a 40.5-inch vertical leap. What? A 40.5-inch vertical leap at 6'3". You would think in a deep third coverage scheme like San Francisco runs, and of course, which is an offshoot of what Seattle runs, right? Same lineage there. You would think he would be absolutely perfect. Obviously, if you're running deep third coverage, the bigger you are, or the taller you are, the more you work better in space, right? You shrink the field with your height, being able to work vertically like that. So that's why Pete Carroll and those boys like to go get these 6'3" corners. They have a wealth of them, if you've noticed. But, man, nobody more freakier than Ahkello Witherspoon. Look right here. Your boy Trey Flowers, 6'3", 203 pounds, was a 5th-round draft pick the next year in 2018. Another 4.4, all right, 4.45. I believe that's the same exact. He went for 34.5 on his vert. So not as dope as Ahkello Witherspoon. But, man, it's very dope. 10'2" in the broad. What did he go for, Ahkello? He went for 10.7 in the broad. Ahkello Witherspoon is a damn animal. But, man, if you're being real about the situation, it's so frustrating, whether it be through injuries, through lapse in concentration. He has had an up-and-down career to the point to where, obviously, he's on another team now. And he's a scheme-specific fit with his skill set. Very good in zone coverage. Obviously, I'm going to get to a little bit of a film study here, but it's just something about him, man, to where he just cannot put it all together and do it consistently. Same thing can be said about Trey Flowers, though, right? So you got both of these guys on the same team. Suppose they both put it together with my man, the DB guru himself, Pete Carroll. The guy is just an absolute monster when it comes to teaching DB. Suppose he was able to get both of these guys to put it together, and you got a couple of 6'3" guys running 4.4 out there on the edges. They already have a nasty dude in DJ Reed, who I can't see either one of these guys starting over. DJ Reed is absolute goods. He's just a smaller guy, and he doesn't fit the scheme as well as far as his stature, but his skill set fits the scheme. So I don't know, man. You got to let me know what you think about Ahkello Witherspoon. I already know 49ers fans going to run up in here and do the 1-2 thing. Everybody always comes in and trashes the player that's leaving. But you don't have to do it. I already said it myself. Not a big Ahkello Witherspoon guy, but I am huge on his talent, and he is going to a guy in Pete Carroll who I feel is one of the best in the business. I feel like the 49ers, when I compare those two programs there, I like San Francisco better, if I'm being honest. I like their front seven better. At least we're talking about this day and age right now. They kill it with the front seven stuff. Seattle, pretty good with the front seven stuff. Seattle, to me, excels a little bit better with defensive backs than San Francisco has. That's just the way I see it right there. So maybe him going to Seattle, maybe put that chip on his shoulder, or maybe the work ethic ticks up. But then again, I could have said that for Trey Flowers too, and I haven't seen it from him consistently as well. But we shall see, man. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of Ahkello Witherspoon. Let's go.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, this is what we see a good amount of times from your boy Witherspoon here. They're in their deep third coverage, man on skill. He's here to the boundary. And just check this out right here. Almost like a day late and $1 short. Looks like he's in great position here, in phase, and then come on, man. You know I gotta get this. We gotta get this out of the way. Then I get to what he does good. But this right here is just really evident of, oh, come on. Check it out from this right here. Let's go slow on here if we can see it right here a little bit closer there, right? Shoots a two-hand jam. Obviously don't need that. You're going against Christian Kirk right here. You want to stay in phase. Shooting a two-hand jam, this allows you to get in phase because you're using both of your hands to be on a friction when it should just be a guide hand, right? You're using that as a range finder. If anything, you want to find your range and get in phase here. You see Kyler Murray chucking and ducking like he always does there. Chucking and ducking. It looks like he's in his hip pocket here. However, I'm not sure what's going on right there. Maybe a little bit of an arm bar from Christian Kirk here, but he just goes up with the wrong hand at the moment of truth in a 50-50 exchange scenario here. He just doesn't come with it and allows an explosive play. You can see it from this particular angle right here. Now, they're both jockeying for hand position here, so I'm not going to really say anything about that. Christian Kirk, I don't know, there's a little bit of an arm bar there, but that shouldn't stop you from doing what you have to do here. He goes up with his outside hand, right? The outside arm trying to corral this. That's not going to work. Had he turned inside, used correct positioning, found that range, turned inside with the receiver, used that right hand, he may have been in phase to be able to pick this off. He got close, but then not close. Oh. Come on, the football gods frowned upon this, man. Look at that. He tore about 2-3 ACLs right here. He looking a little weird, too. Looking a little suspect. Yeah. Yeah, he's done. Cook. Tore about 6 Achilles, 2-3 ACLs. He's done. Fertilized himself. Christian Kirk on his way out. But, hey, man, let's get to some of the stuff that he does well because he does have some talent, and I think that he could eventually be very good, but how bad does he want it? Here he is once again to the boundary. This time, they're trying to run an out and up on him. He flips his hips, stays in phase. Oh, this time he does get it with the inside hand there. I love this right here. That's that zone coverage, right? Your man principles, but within a zone confinement. So he turns with outside leverage on the initial bite there, feels the out and up, turns inward. Now he's in perfect position like he should have been in the first one right there to where, look at him, right in his hip pocket. Oh, man, this is beautiful. Right in his hip pocket, and then uses that inside hand to bat it away. That's what you want right there. If you can consistently get that from him downfield, man, he has all the tools to be special. Once again, in their zone coverage, playing a ton of off coverage, and to me, he excels with that. Look at him flip his hips, stick his foot in the ground, break up the pass. That's special right there. That's a special trait to have in zone coverage there. Once again, flips his hips, working vertically while it's still zone coverage. You're able to still peer at the quarterback. Andy Dalton shoots it. As soon as Andy Dalton's starting to shoot it, look at that. Put that foot in the ground here. Luckily, it's not a pump and go or anything like that, but he feels it, puts that foot in the ground, doesn't interfere with the DB, gets them long arms around there, breaks up the pass. This time, more of a cover two look. You won't see the vertical bell, staying flat-footed, drives on the ball. Should have had a pick on that one. Let's check it out from this angle right here. But look what he did at the end. That was just dumb. Right here, tricking him, of course. Everybody normally, right, they're going to bell in that cover three look, so he would think that he would have the quick underneath out. Not exactly. Sticks that foot in the ground, playing flat-footed. Almost had himself a pick six right there. Then he goes and does this. What is this about? Come on. Made a great play. I believe it was on third down, too, and boots the ball, punts that bad boy, gets himself a penalty, then they have to do it all over again. But the play itself, it's great recognition, be able to see the quarterback's eyes and have route recognition. Undercuts the route, breaks up the pass. Very similar play here. You can see on this out route, Jameis Winston undercuts it again. That's pretty dope. That's actually very dope right there. We can see it from this angle here. I'll look at him. Have to stick that foot in the ground again. Coming up there, this time with the inside arm, showing how long his arms are. Maybe should have been a completion, but he's just on his A game right there. That's a pretty long throw, too. Knocks that away. Uh-oh. Come on. He's got more skills than we thought. Exotic dancer alert here. Get it. Look at this particular play right here, ladies and gentlemen. We see him right here to the boundary. Even exchange situation with Christian Kirk. Trying to run a fade on him. Oh, that's why you like somebody who's 6'3" with a 40-something inch vertical leap, nearly 41-inch vertical leap or whatever it was. Christian Kirk, right? Hit him with the rhythm. The rhythm has he there. Get it to the outside. He's got to stop reaching with two hands, though. Immediately locates that. I usually don't like for people to turn inward here, but he really commits to it. They gotta disengage there, but they're both doing it, so the ref let him play here. He sells out for it, but he trusts his leaping ability in this 6'3". Oh, man. Underthrown ball a little bit too, though, but he goes up and gets it. Turnover in the end zone. That has to hurt, man. You can see him backside here. You know it's Seattle. If you're a cornerback and you can't tackle, they have no room or use for you. But, ooh, one thing about him, he is a willing and able tackler, and he'll bring the funk, too. Look at it right here. Oh! Lit Christian Kirk the hell up. Oh, no, what's this? More exotic dancing, right? Let them knees scrub the ground. Let them knees scrub the ground. What is he doing, man? Hashtag real men watch to the end and then comment. Women too. Right here. Once again, showing them they're trying to screen your boy. Trying to run the tunnel on him. Not a chance. Not a chance. Look at this. Great play recognition there. See the blockers setting up the stalk there. Once again, sticks that foot in the ground. Takes a great angle. Breaks down in space. Look, no hesitation or anything like that. Wraps and rolls. Yep. All right, so there you have it, man. I didn't talk about the loss of Shaquill Griffin. Shaquill Griffin was a player that I thought had a little bit of inconsistencies with himself. If you watched my content on the Seahawks during the season, I had some stuff on Shaquill Griffin. I wasn't as high on him as a lot of other people were. I think he does have some talent, though. I think he should do pretty good in Jacksonville, but not somebody that I don't think the Seahawks can't replace, especially in the draft. So I look for the Seattle Seahawks to look for another corner in the draft as well. There are some corners that really fit this scheme. One in particular I will talk about. We'll get some content on that perhaps sometime soon here, and we can go from there. But, man, it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like this. Make sure you subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, and make sure you comment and let me know what you think about this. I know the San Francisco fans will be coming up in here talking about them, but we already did it. Not a perfect or finished product by any stretch of the imagination, but definitely somebody with some talent, and we shall see what the man Pete Carroll can do with this guy. All right, Ahkello Witherspoon, first one on deck. All right, peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.